Hello gamers and gamettes, what is going on? My name is Snack127 and welcome back to another video. And guys, in today's video I want to talk to you all about Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. However, before we get into today's video, make sure you're smashing that like button on the video, especially if you agree with today's topic. And if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. I make videos like this influencing developers to bring certain games to console every single day or at least every single week. So if you want more content like this, like I said, subscribe. And let's go ahead and get on into today's topic. So, what I want y'all to do is I want y'all to take this video and I want y'all to tag every Square Enix employee you can think of or know of in this video. I want y'all to tag the Square Enix Twitter in this video if you have Twitter. I want you to tag creators that you've seen make Square Enix based content in this video, because I feel like this topic really needs to get some awareness, and Square Enix are sleeping on a serious opportunity that they have and they don't even realize it. Now, the Battle Royale mobile game that, they made based off of Final Fantasy VII, that not blowing up anywhere or doing anything, okay, that I get. I understand, even that, I feel like was a silly decision. I feel like if that would have came to consoles and PC, it probably would have had a longer lifespan and people would have liked it maybe if they tried it, or at least, typical BR players, but whatever. But not bringing this to console, and especially after I've played it, what? Oh no. Square Enix, what are y'all doing? Your answer is right here, and you're just... Oh. So let me explain. Enjoy the gameplay in the background, because this is PC gameplay of Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. If you don't know what Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis is, it is a version of Final Fantasy VII that's built for mobile. Now, I know when you hear the term mobile, and probably when you hear the term Final Fantasy VII mixed together, you're probably turned off immediately. Just stop, relax, and take a breather. Just listen to me. There's a reason I'm saying I want this to be on consoles, all right? I decided, when Ever Crisis came to PC, I was like, you know what? Now I'm going to download it and give it a shot. At least it's on a platform I can play it on without, messing up my giant Jack Skeleton-like hands. Okay? My hands are too big to play mobile games. And when I tried this game, all I did was play the intro of it. You guys are seeing gameplay of my intro playthrough right here. I immediately fell in love with this game. This is the turn-based Final Fantasy VII Remake alternative that a lot of fans have been asking for. And let me go ahead and explain it to you guys. So we got the Final Fantasy VII Remake here. We have the first part, we have the Rebirth part coming. And if you look at the Final Fantasy VII Remake, it's basically split into the disc that the original PS1 version was on. Like, for example, Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1 is clearly Disc 1 of the PS1 version. With the way Rebirth is looking, that's pretty much Disc 2, and I'm sure there's going to be a Part 3 in the future, maybe even possibly a Part 4, depending on where they go in this story. But I'm positive, there'll be one or two more FF7 Remake games, depending on where Rebirth goes. There are a lot of people out there, who just weren't fans of the combat of the Final Fantasy VII Remake, or the different changes, or how the story is split up and stuff like that. So Square Enix, in celebration of Final Fantasy VII, they've made like a remake more built for mobile. But however, they built this in a way that's kind of how a lot of fans wanted the remake to be from the beginning. And I see so many developers do this. They'll take a mobile game and literally make what the community's been asking for with their game and put it on mobile. Like Call of Duty Mobile, for example. COD Mobile is the best Call of Duty out there, but it's stuck on a phone. And Square Enix turned around and did the same thing with Final Fantasy VII. Now, I'm not saying Ever Crisis is better than, FF7 Remake or Rebirth or stuff like that. No. I'm saying this game is the answer for people who wanted a more traditional Final Fantasy VII Remake. It has turn-based combat. It has, a bit of upgraded graphics. There's some new activity and stuff like that. And yes, it's a gacha game. All right, I'll tell you guys straight up. But listen, all right, if you don't like, the gacha systems and gacha games, just don't buy the characters. Don't roll on them. You don't have to spend money. And in these games, you can earn the currencies and everything for free anyway. If you've ever played Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, or whatever, you know that. And not to mention, that's another piece of proof that there is a market for gacha games on console. Look at the success of Genshin, Star Rail, Tower of Fantasy. Oh my God, don't even get me started. They're all on just PlayStation alone and blowing up. All of those games. They haven't even hit the other console platforms yet. And ooh. And Square Enix, they have a turn-based FF7 remake that's free to play, sitting right here, and they won't port it to PlayStation, Xbox, or Switch. Hell, you could even port this to Xbox and probably shut some of the people up who are begging for the FF7 remake on Xbox. At least, they'll have a version of an FF7 remake. There's so much opportunity they could do with this, but instead all they do is leave it on mobile and make a port to PC that a lot of people aren't too happy with right now because it doesn't have controller support, which I don't understand why, because again, when you play mobile games, you are playing them in the literal shape of a controller. Buttons on the right, joystick on the left. Oh man, I don't understand why Square Enix is not utilizing this. They could take this, put this on PlayStation, put it on Switch, put it on all three. If it's still an exclusive thing, put it on PlayStation or whatever. But you guys literally have an opportunity to please those fans. And, and if they like the game, hell, they might even spend on it. It being a free to play title. I'm telling you what, there's a fine looking version of Tifa in there. Yeah, you bet your ass I'm gonna spend some money on some FF7 Ever Crisis, baby. Oh man, I don't understand why Square Enix won't move on this. Now they haven't officially said anything, They haven't come out and spoken and say, hey, we're not going to bring it to console or anything like that. Hell, we didn't even know they were going to bring it to PC for a while. But every tweet I go to that the Ever Crisis Twitter makes, every video that Square Enix upload, there's at least a few people, including myself, begging for this game to come to console. You have an opportunity here to appease the other side of your fan base that's not crazy about, the new upgraded version of the remake. And I know some of them personally, like no BS, my younger brother is one of them. He's a person who really doesn't care for the FF7 remake because of all the changes and stuff like that. He would love this. And I know so many more people would too. Just look at the gameplay. It literally just looks like the traditional FF7 game, just upgraded. And that's what a lot of people want. And not to mention, it's a free-to-play mobile game, so it has the advantage of, getting ongoing content, special events, and stuff like that. If you don't want any of that stuff, just don't participate in it. But why not bring this to more platforms? I will never understand that for the life of me. Let me know what you guys are thinking and how y'all feel about this down in the comments below. But anyway, y'all enjoyed today's video, smash that like button. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Have a good one.